Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 39 of the TEW 2020 UJPW series, as it is the Summer Action Series tour. And it's crazy, we're at the halfway point of 1996. Looking at kind of the landscape of things, it looks like we're going to dominate the end of the year awards again. So that's exciting, as long as we keep up this good run that we've been having. But the card for this tour, the end day tour, looks like this. Oh, I forgot this. Hold on. I forgot to copy this over. Don't mind me. Is we just a nice little pop pop. There we go. So, for the Summer Action Series tour, the tour goals, we're going to British Combat Club, Super Generation Army 6-man for night 1. Night 2, Jushin Liger, El Samurai vs. Steve Malenko Wild Pegasus matchup, which, that makes sense. Terry Funk the Gladiator with Hayabusa taking on the Blonde Squad, as that is for night 4. Night 5, we're going to have a Miracle Violence Alliance matchup versus the Holy Demon Army, which will lead to the number 1 contendership matchup between Akira Taue and Dr. Death Steve Williams, which you see there. The main event for the Summer Action Series tour show, the final show, rather, as Akira Taue will be the challenger against Oshak Kawada, the Holy Demon Army colliding in the main event to see how Kawada, as far as, this is a big show for him, as far as being the new champion, looking to have a hell of a 96. He's already the Grand Heavyweight Champion, but you have kind of looking at the on the horizon, what's to come for him, as far as if he's going to defend successfully against the winner of the tournament, of the Royal Road tournament, and to see how that plays out for him, and so much more. But that's going to be a fun little matchup, though. They have faced off against each other in multiple champion carnivals, but never in a final like this is, as far as a big time main event like this, because they were on a road to they like beginning of the series. I want to say this was either the first or second episode. They had a singles match on one of the tour shows, which that was the last time as far as they've had a singles match that wasn't at a Champion Carnival show. So that's pretty big. This is that's a massive match. Obviously, Akira Taue, of course, the former All Asia Heavyweight Champion, getting a huge opportunity like this is massive, though, for sure. Then we're also going to have a unified tag team battle matchup. That's Tiger Mask 3 and Mitsuru Amasawa going to take on the British Combat Club, of course, the former All Asia tag team champions there. As that, it's just kind of funny how that works out, as the All Asia tag champs and the obviously former All Asia heavyweight champion getting title matches on the main and co-main. But that's going to be a lot of fun to see. Obviously, British Combat Club, they are probably the odds-on favorite to be the tag team of the year. Yeah, if all goes well. Looking at almost a 365-day reign. They've been incredible, though. Super excited for them as far as what they've been doing, and getting a huge opportunity there against Masao and Tiger Mask 3. As will they be the team to defeat British Combat Club? We shall see. Now, of course, Liger and Dean Malenko, we know that match was going to happen from the last episode. But that's going to be a banger, obviously. Liger and Dean Malenko should be. I mean, that could be a co-main, honestly. That's going to be a really good matchup. All Asia Heavyweight title matchup, though, is the two-thirds of the Musketeers battling it out as Chono versus Hashimoto. This is happening because Hashimoto beat, or rather, Chono beat Hashimoto during the Champion Carnival this year, so that's why this match is taking place. But that should be a fun match, though. As far as, of course, Chono and Taue had that 99, and as far as that's kind of a huge task, as far as to be able to do that again with maybe Hashimoto here, could be a possibility. We shall see. Then on All Asia Tag Team title matchup as Terry Funk and the Gladiator. Mike Awesome taking on Stan Hansen and Johnny Ace. That should be a fun matchup, though, as far as that's a fun little tag matchup. And then a number 1 contendership matchup. So this is determined who's going to take on the winner of obviously the main event at our next episode, as far as episode 40. Is it going to be the Great Buddha, or will it be Kenta Kobashi? Will Kobashi get a rematch against Kawada? We shall see. Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup is Black Tiger 2 of Eddie Guerrero and Yoshinari Ogawa, of course, the Holy Demon Army, taking on Ultimate Dragon and Super Astro. That should be a fun little matchup there. Dragon and Astro are obviously one of the best tag teams we have, so that's going to be really, really cool to see. And then our opener, it's going to be an 8-man tag. Miracle Violence Alliance here, not the Connection, as MVA, taking on the Fighting World of Choshu. 8-man tag, that's going to be an interesting one, because obviously Choshu and Shiro Kashinaka not really doing that well, and Taz, not really doing all that well, but like Hase, Doc, even Kensuke Sasaki and Gary Albright, they're doing pretty well for themselves, so that should be a fun little opener. And yeah, this is only a 7-night tour, so a little bit on the, well, actually 8, but 7 Row 2 shows and then the final show, making it 8. So it should be pretty seamless, especially compared to what we just did with the J Cup. Obviously, it's only one show, but to kind of go back to, we're almost at 500 show days, though. I do know that much, as far as, which is pretty crazy to think about. Yeah, we'll be not after, well, yeah, technically, yeah, it'd be right after the last show. We'll be at show number 500. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy to think about. I know the New Japan series is crazy because we're what 3 years into the New Japan series. Actually, I think maybe a little. I think 4 years actually. We're 4 years into that, and I think we're at show like 700. Like it's crazy, wild to think. But yeah, this Summer Action Series tour should be a lot of fun. We have 4 matches pre-booked for each tour show to kind of help us out a little bit. As of course we know the main event for this night though is that 6-man tag. Let's see what Chono's doing. Hell yeah! Wouldn't have put over Jun Akiyama. What a man. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. But yeah, Super Generation Army, British Combat Club, 6-man tag. As Masao was going to be Steven Regal to help build them up a little bit to help make that match make a little bit more sense. But obviously teaming up with Kobashi there, that's going to be a hell of a match. That should be a banger. Then Chono with Liger and El Samurai taking on Hashimoto with Wild Pegasus D. Malenko. Obviously taking 2 matches, putting them into 1. As Liger's going to beat Wild Pegasus there in 20 minutes. Boy, now we got like basically 2 mid-card matches. Brad Armstrong, Eddie Gilbert against the Bomb Bombers. Jericho's going to beat Eddie Gilbert. That's a huge win, though, for Jericho, as Gilbert's a little upset about that. Then 6-man tag, Holy Demon Army versus Yuji Nagata, Ultimo Dragon of Super Astro. Undercard matchup here as Masato Tanaka beating Yuji Nagata. God damn it. Why can never anything work out the way we want it to. As, yeah, we're going to have to go now with... I mean, I guess... Oh, shit. I guess Ogawa can beat Nagata. Damn. I mean, how is he still a young lion? Like, come on. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. There we go. As, so... we would have had an actual young lion making his debut this tour in Yoshinobu Kanemaru, but since we bought out FMW and we're keeping them up and running, and that's going to be basically where we're going to send some people if we don't really need them or anything, if we want to help them freshen up. That way he starts off a little bit better, having a little bit more FMW runs than here, because right now we're still kind of maneuvering around. Nakanishi's coming back soon. We'll have... Obviously, Tomoe Honda's still a... Well, I think he's technically not a young lion because he's old. He's 32. Oh, no, he's still technically a young lion. So we'll have, Teo Kia, Tomoe Honda, and Kentaro Shiga. So right now we have like 3 young lions. So I just don't want to add any more right now. So just kind of hang out a little bit until Tomoe Honda elevates out of that status. But yeah, Kentaro Shiga hasn't been used since May. So we will use him, as we will go with, Sama Nishimura. Why not? Decent little opener. So this is the hard part, is kind of figuring out what we do after we add these 5 matches. We don't need to steal the show match, though, luckily, so there is that. Might go with a heavyweight tag. It's never a bad call. Might even do an 8-man tag, actually. Have the headhunters with Vampiro and Damien taking on the team of... Let's go Ten Koji, and then Hideki Ozaka, and Satoru Ozako. Nice little 8-man. Oh, is Satoru Ozako still... Oh, no, he's fine. Figured that was with an O for some reason. Decent little matchup here. I'm gonna give Damien a win. He could kind of use one. He can beat Asako. Yeah, decent little undercard matchup. Yeah, we'll put that, we might even put it above there. Yeah, might make that right there. Really the big thing is trying to get people that are not going to be on that final show on the card. It's kind of the big to do, I would say, as we haven't used Yamasaki since March, so probably be a good idea to use him. I was thinking having him in either him and Sayama. That's kind of like the old guard of New Japan. Well, not really old guard for Yamasaki's 33, but yeah, like Jun Akiyama to Kiyomori maybe. Nah, it's a little bit off. Would like to see Sasuke though. Sasuke and trying to think who would be a good guy for this matchup. Don't want to use Fujinami or Nuki Sano. We might just do that. We might just go with Nuki Sano and Fujinami. Just a New Japan Junior Tag match. Give him 16 minutes, and we'll have Sayama beat Fujinami. Fujinami is handing in his notice. He is leaving us. That is totally fine. Hell of a run, though, for Fujinami, as far as he was in some big-time matches when he shouldn't have been, but just off of name and respect, was given a lot of opportunities they probably shouldn't have gotten. That's the way it goes sometimes. Go with the singles, though. We're still trying with El Dandy. Still tried. Haven't beat Firecat. Sorry, Brady Boone. But I just feel like your time is running up for us. Plus, he's El Dandy. Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Come on now, let's get a win for El Dandy. Fuck off, Firecat, not being able to perform in a match. That's 10 minutes. And they want us in Kanto. We'll probably go with Chubu, though. Always a safe bet. Toyoshi General Gymnasium. Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. We can run. Wow, it's almost sellout. It's crazy. We are booming, though, right? I mean, the economy's booming. The wrestling industry is booming. We are doing great here at 96. It is fantastic. A 50 for the opener. Jesus Christ. As, yeah, cool the crowd a little bit, but, I thought it was still a decent little performance from Musawa Nishimura. 57 for El Dandy and Firecat. Yeah. Way to go, El Dandy. He gets the win in 10:22 with the Dandiana. Dandiana. What a man. Dandiana has 76 for the sixth fan of the Holy Demon Army. Yuji Nagata, Ultimate Dragon Super Astro matchup as Ogawa tapping out Yuji Nagata in 10 minutes. Ultimate Dragon, though, head and shoulders above everybody else. Killed it. Fucking killed that shit. 90 for Ultimate Dragon. 78 for Super Astro, 71 for Okawa there, as yeah, right decision of Okawa. Get the win over Yuji Nagata. Masato Tanaka, though, was the worst guy in the match. Unfortunately, Brad Armstrong and Eddie Gilbert losing to Chris Candido and Chris Jericho as the Blonde Bombers. Getting the win. Jericho with a Lion Tamer, though, over Eddie Gilbert. It was pretty close. Pretty close. A slight upset. But they're getting better and better, though, the Blonde Bombers are. Jericho's going to be surpassing a lot of people here relatively soon. A 66 here for Yamasaki and Satoru Sayama against Tatsumi Fujinami and Nuki Sano. Nuki Sano made this fucking match, though, that's for sure. As Sayama with a diving headbutt on Fujinami. So he gets a 40 there. That's just god-awful. He is pissed, and he is showing it there in that rating. 8-man tag of the Headhunters with Damien and Vampiro against Hideki Osaka, Satoru Osaka, and Tenkoji. Damien pinning Satoru Osaka, though, in 9:52. It's a good little matchup. And it's obviously the Headhunters really made that match. But Vampiro did a good job, too. That was the right decision to have that team win. And then 82 for the 6-man of Chono with El Samurai and Liger against Shinya Hashimoto and Wild Pegasus D. Malenko as Liger, pinning Wild Pegasus with the Brainbuster. It's a good little 6-man team with Hashimoto and Dean Malenko, 89, 85, and 77 for Wild Pegasus, rather. It's a good match. It's a good match for sure. 87 for our main event. And Super Junior Nation Army beating the British Combat Club as Masao with the Tiger Driver on Steven Regal. Yeah, goddamn. Kobachi with a 96, Masao with a 95, 85 for Regal, 82 for Norman. It's a banger. A banger. What a main event. Yeah, a good show as well. Great show to start off the tour. On to night 2 we go. Alrighty, night 2. As no backstage incidents, so we can just get right into the show. They run us to run the Sun Plaza. kind of don't want to do that. As we will run this Sendai Sun Plaza, though we won't run the Hiroshima one. Yeah, because, I mean, that would be a sellout. That works for me. Works for me. So, yeah, we have another British Combat Club Super Generation Army matchup here for Night 2. As this time it's going to be Jun Akiyama involved in this matchup, and this is going to give the British Combat Club the win, as Johnny Smith's going to beat Jun Akiyama. Miracle Vine's Alliance, or Miracle Vine's Connection, rather, against Hiroshi Hase and Kensuke Sasaki. This is a banger. Though, as Kensuke Sasaki's going to beat Terry Gordy. And, of course, Liger and Samurai against Wild Pegasus and Dean Malenko, as Wild Pegasus is going to beat El Samurai there. Giving that 23 minutes, giving that a lot of time. As, yeah, I think we're going to have that be the main, actually. Well, we're putting a lot of faith in that match. I think it's going to go over really well. Then the Gladiator with Hayabusa against the Blonde Crushers, Johnny Ace and Chris Candido. Hayabusa is going to beat Chris Candido there in 20 minutes. And let's see. Kind of want to see what a Dan Spivey Jericho team's going to look like. See if there's anything there. I would just go with Kyo Sato and trying to think who. Yeah, Noe. Why not? We haven't used a Noe since January. We need to send a Noe to FMW. Just at least get him booked. You know, doing something. Jericho's gonna beat a Noe though. This is the definition of an undercard matchup. Kyo Sato can't even work 10 minutes now. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that we want to kind of send down to FMW. We'll probably do that after this show. Actually, let's go with a tag. Yeah, let's go Tactical Technician Squad. Maybe not. Now I'm thinking about it. We do have the Fantastics back, as Tommy Rogers is back, so we have all of them back. Might have them take on a junior team. Yeah, let's go Too Cool Scorpio and Sasuke. Be a fun match. Be a fun Steal the Show match. Give Tommy Rogers the win. Now he's going to be rusty. He's going to beat Too Cool Scorpio, which sucks, because I do love that team in Too Cold and Sasuke, but they gotta lose eventually. Yeah, wow, so we're going to do pretty well on time here for this part. We're not even 5 minutes in, and we about have this show booked. I was about to have Taz now. Let's do... Oh, no, Kenomar's here. Okay. Never mind. I thought I had sent him down to FMW. We might still do that. Yeah, we probably will do that. Let's see. So, yeah, I think Teo Kia is the next man up. Yes. Yes, he is. Just want to make sure this ain't fucked up. Okay, no, it's not. I was about to say. I don't think it is, but sometimes you just want to double check. Yeah, because Damon Honda, at least, he got booked during the J Cup. Oh, no, must have been the end of the previous tour, because he had the J Cups. There's nothing besides the actual tournament matchups. We got, yeah, I mean, Scott Norton's a good call. Yamasaki's a good call, even though we just booked him. Yeah, there's a lot of guys we just kind of have already booked. Well, Izuka's. Actually, let's go to Mori. Since we, we booked Jun Akiyama. Takeo Mori getting the win over Teo Kia. Pretty sure we've done this before. Yep. Oh, back in March. Not that long ago. Trying another junior tag team out here, as let's try El Danding and Wellington Wilkins Jr. Why not? Throwing shit at the wall, hoping it sticks. We'll have the Tactical Tactician Squad beat them, though, even though they're going to be, because obviously they're debuting, they can't win their first matchup, especially because we know this team's going to do very, very well. But Funaka's going to get the win in 12 minutes. Alrighty. Good to go. Let's run it. 57 for the opener. Takeo Mori, though, doing a good job there. That back to belly pile driver in 9:45. 69, nice. As Funaki and Minoru Tanaka doing a good job. I mean, that's a good performance, though, from Wellington Wilkins Jr. and El Dandy. 64 and 60. They did better than the fucking team that won. Fun team. Fun little team there. Because Wellington Wilkins Jr., he's been getting booked on ring shows, and he's been doing very well. From what I've seen, he's been getting, like, the MVPs of the show. So Dan Spivey and Jericho beating Masato Noe and Akio Sato. Oh my god. Yeah, Akio Sato's got to go. Yeah, so does Noe, though. We're going to send some people down to FMW, like I said. And then the Fantastics beating the Great Sasuke 2 Cold Scorpio team. A great team there. That sucks. Because we knew Tommy Hart was going to do bad, but he did a 40. Like, come on. No, he's rusty and all that, but, like, Jesus Christ. Terrible. 80, though, for the Gladiator and Hayabusa against Chris Candido and Johnny Ace. Sucks that Mike Awesome was only 68 there. I don't know what happened there, but because of Hayabusa doing a good job there, at least that bounced it out a little bit. It's close, though. Still close, but yeah, I mean, Candido and Hayabusa, best guys in the match. Good shit. That junior tag division, or just the junior division as a whole, I think, is really coming on strong. Nice little tag match here, though. Miracle Vine's connection to Hase and Kensuke Sasaki, as Kensuke Sasaki with his stranglehold Gama over Terry Gordy. Makes sense. Terry Gordy, even though obviously the Miracle Vine's connection team does very well, he's always going to be the worst of the two, so it just makes sense for him to take the fall. And then 86 again for this 6-man tag. Even just replacing Jun Akiyama with, replacing Kendo Kobashi, Jun Akiyama, it still pulls out a great rating. Because of Masawa, Johnny Smith, though, pinning Jun Akiyama with the Death Valley Bomb in 20 minutes. And, oh yeah, I forgot this was the main. Holy shit, completely forgot. On 96, though, what a main event for a tour show. As Wild Texas with the Wild Bomb on El Samurai in 22:50. Jesus Christ. What a show. Yeah, that's going to be one of the best tour shows you'll ever see. That's crazy. At 94. Wild. Absolutely wild. Well, it's going to be tough topping that. I mean, we've had final shows that aren't even that good. So that's crazy. On to night 3 we go. Alrighty, night 3. As, there's really not like a clear main event out of this night. Maybe this Muto, Fujinami, Kobashi Kikuchi matches. But obviously, we know who's losing this one in Fujinami there. As it's weird, because, like, Muta, I want to protect him while he's still, like, the Great Muta character for a little bit longer. So it's weird having him in tag matches. I don't know why. I just kind of... Because he's been in tag matches before as the Great Muta character. It's totally fine. But just something about that, I don't know. It's weird. It's a strange dichotomy that I have with it. Because I shouldn't, because it's not that big of a deal. But Regal and Johnny Smith are going to beat Jun Akiyama and Tiger Mask 3, as Regal's going to beat him and also take off the mask again. And you're seeing people, it seems like it's just, they're making a mockery of the mask now. That seems to really, they know that's a point of just relentless teasing, I guess, if you could say. Maybe just taunting. But they know that's a soft spot, and they know that could get easy heat, and you're seeing a lot of people doing it. As Hansen and Spivey are going to beat the Gladiator Titans here, as Stan Hansen going to get the win. So obviously, a non-title matchup there, but just, makes sense since we're building up the Gladiator and Terry Funk matchup. But Hayabusa is going to get the win here in the 6-man, as Hayabusa, Jinsei Shinzaki, and Firecat against the Fantastics. Trying to help get the Fantastics, a little bit more matchups here, obviously, now that Tommy Rogers is back. Trying to get them on the straight and narrow, but yeah, after we sent a couple of people down, we still have a pretty big roster. We might send, like, Super Strong Machine down next. Just kind of looking and seeing. Because I want to have this unimportant page. We still have so many people on it. So I'm definitely thinking of trying to get as many people off of that as I can. Takayama's back, so we will book No Fear while I'm thinking about it. As we'll have them beat Hirasaito and Naria Hanaga. Why not? The fucking dinosaurs. It's crazy. They came in as the IWGP Tag Team Champions when we bought out New Japan. It's just still very crazy. Takayama, though, getting a win. We're trying with Takayama. It's weird because he has to keep on leaving for MMA camps. I feel like his progress has not really been as great as all the other people that we brought in. Like, it's hard to believe he was there with like with the Takeo Mores and the Yuji Nagatas, and I feel like he's still like worse than all of them right now. Just trying to think. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna have a singles match. Yeah, the Timon Honda singles match. I will say this though, I'm very, very tempted to send Masashi Tanaka to ECW on Excursion to kind of replicate him going to ECW, but I really don't want to lose him for a year, is the thing. I wish they had like a 6-month excursion or even a 3-month excursion, because that I would definitely do. But a year, it's just tough because I feel like we're really getting him into like a great spot in the roster with him and Masato Fuchi have been teaming up pretty well. I don't know though. I think this would be a perfect time to do it though. I know I have him booked on one of these tour shows. We might send him to ECW. We still might do it because I just feel like that'd be a great thing for him to do, to be able to replicate that. And also I think that would help him out a lot, to be honest, get him some experience in America. So there is that. Just kind of thinking ahead. Timon Honda, as far as yeah, I probably should send Aoyagi down to. We're still gonna keep Mitsuya Yamamoto, even though we probably shouldn't. I just like having. Sometimes you just gotta have some vets. Gotta have some vets on the roster. Yeah, I guess Azuka's fine. That's a fine matchup. Azuka gonna get the win there, obviously. Yeah, no, as far as these next couple of matches, I think we need to beef up the mid-card a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, let's get Too Cold and the Great Sasuke out there again. This time we'll have them beat a team so they can get some goodwill their way. We're going to go with the Shinichi Nakano Kunaki Kobayashi team, since they were formerly Tenryu's Evolution. Yeah, we'll probably send Kobayashi down to FMW. Not a bad call, but we'll have Too Cold Scorpio get a win. Because it's nice to have them on the roster as far as people to have beat. You know, as far as having some tomato cans to crush. But at the same time, our roster's already massive as it is. Be nice to trim it up a little bit, if we can. And for our final matchup, we're going to add another tag. It's always a good call. I think we tried Johnny Ace and Jericho, and they were not a good team, for what I remember. We're gonna try, though, and we'll have Terry Funk. It's tough, because Terry Funk, I feel like all the guys we've had him team with are gone. Yeah, obviously Smothers is gone, Deaton's gone, and, Rich Slinger's gone. There's a lot of guys that we... Yeah, let's throw El Dandy in there. Come on, El Dandy. See what you got. Let's give him 16 minutes as, yeah, we'll have Johnny speed El Dandy, since they're kind of an established team for El Dandy. Tag in the fall. But, 16-minute matchup. Nice little mid-card matchup there. Alrighty. And, we just got oh yeah, the Star Lanes. Perfect. Will be a sellout. Let's run it for night 3 here. 58 for the opener. Azuka beating Tomonada with a blockbuster hold. Another 58 as Takeo Omori and Yoshihiro Takayama, beating the Hanaga Hiro Saito team. So, I mean, Hanaga was the best guy in this match, so we might keep him around, but I think Hiro Saito will be getting the chop down to FMW as a 70 for Sasuke and Too Cold Scorpio against Shinichi Nakano and Kunaki Kobayashi. Had a clear better team there as Too Cold Scorpio, the Scorpio Splash in 9:33. Decent little matchup though. That Sasuke Too Cold Scorpio team is a lot of fun. It's a good little match here. Little 6-man tag as Tama Rogers and Jinsei Shinzaki did about the same. They kind of canceled out their terribleness. But yeah, Hayabusa, the best guy in the match, gets the win there over Jackie Fulton. 77 for Johnny Ace and Chris Jericho against Terry Funk and El Dandy, which they were the better team. God damn it. But what a match, though. I mean, this, honestly, you could, like, replicate this match by, like, putting in a simulator and be like, how good would this matchup be in 1996? probably a pretty solid matchup. I mean, El Dandy's really good, Jericho's really good, Terry's obviously the man, Johnny's that time, but still able to put out some good performances, obviously, in All Japan. So yeah, I mean, that's probably a fun match to see in real life. But the Ace Crusher from Johnny Ace on the El Dandy. They're 82 for Anson Spivey against the Gladiator and Big Titan, as Stan hits with a Lariat over Big Titan in 20 minutes. 86. Oh, no, 88, rather. Excuse me. Wow, what a match. As, British Combat Club get the win. Regal with the Regal Plex over Tiger Mask 3, and then unmask him. Little salt in the wound there for the Super Generation Army team. And a 91, my God, for that main event matchup is Kikuchi tapping out Fujinami. Another good show. Jesus Christ. We just keep on rolling. On to night 4 we get. Alrighty, night 4. Get no backstage incidents. We're just rolling right along. As this main event will probably be, as I don't know why Terry Funk is on that 6-man matchup, because that should probably be either Taz or Gary Albright. As, but Terry Funk, the Gladiator, Hayabusa versus the Blonde Squad. This will be the first match we add as a Hayabusa. And we keep on having Hayabusa beat Chris Candido. Let's give Terry Funk a win over Johnny Ace. I think that's the better option there. Yeah, that makes just a little bit more sense. 22-minute matchup there. Let's add this next so we can change it. As I don't know why Terry Funk is on that side. That will be Gary Albright. There we go. As Dr. Dusty Williams is going to get the win. We'll have him beat Choshu just in case something happens. But he should be beating Choshu, but sometimes you just want to make sure it's in there. Yeah, then we have Tengoji versus Shuji Nakano and Shinichi Nakano set for Steal the Shows. Kojima going to get the win there in 10 minutes. Flash and Smash versus No Fear. Takeo Mori going to beat Brad Ranigans. We'll have that be Jumbo. Because Jumbo's been back, but he was set as a color commentator. We signed him after the shit blew over. As I want to say that was... Let's see if it'll look... Yeah, back in May. Thought so. So, we've had him for a while, but I just kind of realized when I was looking at the roster, I was like, oh yeah, he's only set for a color commentator. Let's change that. So that's going to be nice, to have a road agent as experienced and as great as Jumbo is. And plus, hopefully it doesn't bring any more prostitutes around. That'd be unfortunate to have to deal with that again. Now, someone's definitely going to be hitting him up, trying to think he's still got the plug. No, but they got to find out that he does not. Hopefully he doesn't, at least. So yeah, we'll have Onaga beat Firecat, actually, in a singles matchup. Because again, Onaga seems to be doing very well for himself. We just gotta get him some wins. Since Firecat can't fucking work, a 10-minute matchup. I forgot to turn off my phone notification. Sorry about that. As we will go with, let's see, the Young Lion matchup. Yeah, well, let's book Masato Tanaka and something. At least get him out there in the universe. No George Takano's back, so we might book him in his return matchup since his broken neck. And take on Masato Tanaka, get a win there. Good shit. We probably should, yeah, it should just be, yeah, just because that got changed. Trying to think, you know, because we could probably use maybe something a little bit better in the main. I might go with Taue, Fuchi. Have them team up, take on it. Trying to think. K&M Express, maybe. It might be a little too... trying to think what would be a good matchup for this. We're gonna go with Kobashi and Kikuchi, honestly. High-key a banger, to be honest. Plus, they've done this a handful of times. Yeah, for the All-Asia Tag Team titles. Back in 94. Kobashi and Kuchi got the win there. This time they will not, though. So we'll have Taue get a win. Taue and Fuchi, as they'll be Kikuchi. Taue's going to pin Kikuchi there. That's a good little co-main. I don't hate that. Oh, Fuchi's the agent. Keto. Yeah, that's probably a better co-main. And then for the final match we have for the show, I don't know why I kept on hitting book analysis. Was the one to hit that. As, yeah, probably a junior tag. Or just, yeah, we'll just use Yamasaki and Nishimura. I guess it's two junior tags. Anyway, I guess, yeah, I guess it'll still be a junior tag match. Yeah, because we're going to go with Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton. So we will have Osama Nishimura and Yamasaki get the win. A decent little undercard. I think this will definitely be like the worst of the 4 matches we've booked so far. But still should be a decent little matchup. On especially this co-main. I mean, that might be the best thing on the card. When it is all said and done. Yeah, go with the old Wakayama Prefectural Gym. Actually, is there anything that's close to... I mean, we can split it in half. That's a lot of money, though, just to be kind of splitting the revenue. I think we'll just stick with the 2K sellout. A 46 for the opener is Masato Tanaka. Should have probably beat George Takano there, but George Takano gets the 1 to Tombstone Pile Driver. Obviously, he's got to bounce back from in his recovery process. Sanaga beating Firecat with a submission at 9:54. He outperformed him, so right guy wins there. 61 for the Fantastics against Yamasaki and Nishimura. Oh, they don't work as a team. Oof. But Nishimura pins Bobby Fulton, which that's a big win, though. First of all, pinning Bobby Fulton like that. Should have beat Tommy Rogers, but that's okay. We'll take it. It's Tenkoji beating Shinichi Nakano and Shunji Nakano. It's Kojima with the reverse pile driver there. Right team wins. Decent little matchup. Gets a 64. Another 64 is Flash or Smash against Takeo Mori and Yoshihiro Takayama. Yeah, Flash or Smash are the better team. They should have got a win there. We're trying to build up Takeo Mori and Takayama, though. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. 77 for the Fighting World Choshu Miracle Violence Alliance matchup. Everybody did really well in this match, but Riki Choshu. Stock gets the win with the belly-to-belly suplex in 20 minutes. Ooh, medium concussion for Kobashi. That is tough. He will be out of the #1 contendership matchup now. So Kikuchi takes the Dynamic Mom. That fucking sucks, though. And a 75 for our main event, and not even an 80 here. It's a decent little matchup. I don't know what happened, to be honest. Maybe because Terry Funk and John Ace were the finish instead of Hansen or someone, but it's a good match. Just didn't deliver, unfortunately. Man, that sucks though for Kobashi's injury. Because if that's probably gonna be like a couple months for sure. He might be out, maybe even past the Royal Road tournament. That's unfortunate, but I mean, thank God we got the belt off of him though. That would have been unfortunate if he would have got that injury while being the heavyweight champion. Dodged the bullet there, but we'll figure out what's going to be Kobashi's replacement. Alrighty, night 5. So Fujinami, this will be his last show, I believe, so we're going to make sure he puts somebody over. Dan Crawford was before Wrestler's Court, accused of not joining the wrestler locker room for a night out. As the judge, Dan Henson found him guilty and sentenced to buy drinks for after the show. So yeah, still haven't figured out who Kobashi's replacement is. So that's unfortunate. But hopefully we figure something out. Well, this match now doesn't make any goddamn sense. That's unfortunate. I mean, do we replace him with Misawa? Because I think he's the only one that's not booked. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Misawa it is. Damn, man, oh, that fucking sucks. But Jun Akiyama's going to beat Azuka, though. And that matchup, that's going to probably be the main. No, it's not going to be the main. This is the main. Miracle Violence Alliance versus the Holy Demon Army. As Doc's going to beat Taue. So that's a huge win, first of all. And hopefully, we'll see in the next matchup there, for as far as how that's going to play off, of how they're going to do in their matchup. 6-man tag, Terry Funk. Or 8-man tag, rather. Excuse me, Terry Funk. Big Tag, the Gladiator Titans. Or just, yeah, Terry Funk, the Gladiator Titans, and Hayabusa. I don't know why they don't set it like that, but that's okay. Against the Blonde Squad. Blonde Squad's going to get the win as Johnny Ace is going to beat Big Titan. I think we're going to change that to Stan Hansen now, because Johnny's been getting some wins already. We need Stan Hansen to layer at somebody. Perfect. Then Black Tiger 2, Yoshinori Aragawa against the Tactical Tactician Squad. That's Black Tiger 2 getting the win over Minoru Tanaka in 10 minutes. Just trying to get them a win there. No big thing. I believe we're back to Kentaro Shiga. Actually, probably not. Yeah, I think, wait, oh no, we might be. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Let's see. Let's see here. We'll go with... Yeah, but Wellington Wilkins Jr., why not? Actually, no, I kind of want to have him and Al Dandy team up again, because they were a pretty decent little team. Yeah, I guess George Takano again, trying to build him up. Maybe Tommy Rogers, George Takano's fine. Fine. Yeah, the El Dandy Wellington Wilkins Jr. matchup. Because there's a lot of good junior teams that we have at our disposal. But yeah, Brad Armstrong. Yeah, we're going to go Brad and Gilbert. They're going to lose again, because Brad Armstrong and Gilbert will probably be the better team. But it's going to be close. Brad Armstrong going to get the win over Wellington. Actually, yeah, it'll probably be El Dandy there, unfortunately. Poor El Dandy. We got to get that motherfucker some wins. He is too talented not to be getting wins. And we'll have Jericho beat Fujinami. I think that would be the great match for him to beat somebody like that and really have elevate him. Give him 16 minutes and... Yeah, we're trying to make a star here. I think that will be the star-making matchup. Fujinami is super best. Super fucking best. Alrighty. So one more matchup. We'll go with... I might go with Takano Nagano, honestly. Against Flash and Smash. Flash and Smash will get the win. As well as Scott Norton beat Shinichi Nakano. Decent little card. Nothing too crazy. You know, again, I think we're kind of loading up the lower card stuff. And I forgot to pick a venue. Ah, well. It is what it is. George Takano with a Tombstone Pile Driver over Kentaro Shiga. I get the 41, not a great start. To that one, a 67 for Wellington Wilkins Jr. and El Dandy against Eddie Gilbert and Brad Armstrong. Side Russian leg sweep for Brad Armstrong there. So that's a nice little win at 937. 64 for Flash and Smash against Shinichi Nakano, as Scott Norton and Brad Rennigan's getting the win over Nakano. Yeah, that just makes sense again, but Shinichi Nakano at least did pretty well. Flash Breaker. There, Jericho beats Tetsuya Fujinami. Decent little matchup. This was just it, boost Jericho in the right direction. So he gets the win with the Lion Tamer. 72, though, for Black Tiger 2 and Yoshinori Aragawa against Shinichi Funaki and Minoru Tanaka. Good match. Ogawa and Black Tiger 2 did do a good job, though. They outperformed them. It's by 2 points, but that's a decent little junior tag matchup. 76 there for the 8-man tag, as Hansen with the Brazos Valley Backbreaker on Big Titan. Yeah, decent little matchup there. Big Titan now the worst guy in that matchup. Makes sense. Stand into an 88. That is pretty nuts. It 77 though for the 8-man tag, as Drew Nakayama with the wrist clutch Fisherman's Buster, rather about said wrist clutch Exploder, but wrist clutch Fisherman Buster, as Drew Nakayama beating Izuka. Yeah, I mean, Izuka outperformed TK Omori, so maybe Omori should have lost, but I think this was the right decision though nonetheless. Just gotta figure out that opponent for the motherfucking man in the Great Buddha, but Dr. Death pinning Akira Taue with a Dr. Bomb in 1952. Hell of a match. I mean, right decision, which is crazy thing, but Doc and Taue now gonna collide to see who's gonna take on Kawada there for night 6. Crazy that only was an 84. Guess that co-main event kind of hurt us a little bit more than I wanted it to. But yeah, we just have a couple more tour shows, and we'll be on to the final show just like that. Well, figured out Kobashi's replacement. It is not going to be a number one contendership anymore, but we're going to talk about that match because his person that he is facing, he is making his debut on this show, and it's going to be a big debut. But TEW, Dr. Death, TEW beats him. We all knew that coming in, right? 8-man tag. Tiger Mask 3, Masawa, Super Astro, Ultimo Dragon, Norman Smiley, Steven Regal, Black Tiger 2, and Yoshinari Ogawa. Tiger Mask 3 going to beat Ogawa there. That's a nice win. Yeah, I mean, Blonde Bombers versus Too Cold Scorpio and the Great Sasuke. Great match here. Jericho's going to beat Too Cold Scorpio. And they didn't complain about it. Way to go, Scorp. And then Masato Tanaka. Masato Fuchi against Satoru Sayama and Hideki Ozaka. I'm sure we're going to have to change that. Yep. Because Masato Tanaka is still considered a young lion. Nice. So, I think we're going to have it be a, yeah, I think it may be either a tag or something. Yeah, I think it's going to be tags. Muda and Chono taking on the team of... Let's go Can-Am Express. It was a hell of a match. First of all. Yeah, they're 1-1 too. That's crazy. I think that was it's a good match. Very good matchup. So Muda is going to get the win. But afterwards, he is going to get attacked. And it's not even going to be like in the ring. This is like in the locker room area. And it's going to be brutal. Because this person, being Atsushi Onita, is going to basically take a piece of wood from the door that he throws Muda through to, set up the attack. And just carve into Muda, cut a promo saying that this motherfucker thinks he's the most dangerous and baddest force in Japanese pro wrestling. He hasn't met a motherfucker quite like me, type of thing. And he's gonna find out how dangerous can be, and saying how, as far as an FNW, he's revolutionized the business with these barbed wire death matches. As he's bringing that death match to UJPW, the biggest stage of, Japanese pro wrestling. So we're gonna have a barbed wire death match, but not just a barbed wire death match. Oh no. It's going to be the cage barbed wire death match from when Onita faced Hayabusa, and I think he had one with Sasuke too. Or maybe I'm just thinking... I'm thinking he just had the one with Hayabusa, but I thought he had one with Sasuke too. But this match is going to be nuts. Obviously, we could have done the double L. Maybe we'll call it that, though. To play off the... So Onita is here. Attacks Muda and announces the Double Hell Death Match. Because I always loved the name of that. If they just called it the Double Hell Death Match, but that had so many different... it was a whole goddamn sentence, a long title of that match. But the Double Hell Death Match, and basically having the idea of it's not only just barbed wire death, it's not only a barbed wire death match, but it's going to be in a cage as well. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm so excited to see how that match. I know it's going to get shit on by the fans and whatnot, but that's a match I really want to see in this mod. And hopefully that's a banger. Hopefully. Probably won't be, but a man can dream. I think we're back to the Honda, I think. As we'll go with a Wagi there. I didn't think, I thought about sending him down to FMW, just felt like it was not necessary. We'll see how Onita's gonna do, though, because that's a big time match for sure. That's big time. Yeah, that's a big opportunity. Very, very big. I was thinking maybe having Malenko against El Samurai, and then have which Dean's gonna get the win, and have Liger take on Wild Pegasus in the singles matchup. Just to, change it up a little bit. Something to rush over the attack after Chono and Muto take place. Actually, we'll save that for the next night, maybe. Actually, no, let's just do it now, because I'm not sure actually off the top of my head what's on that last show. So we'll just go ahead and make sure we do this here. Liger's going to get the win, obviously. What a show, though, first of all. This is going to be an absolute banger. Yeah, we actually have to cut some time. I mean, this is a really good matchup, though. This should probably still be... I don't know, though. Well, let's have it be here. Let's cut some time off this, I guess. Just make it like 6 minutes. Cut some time off this. Yeah, now we can give some more time to that. Perfect. We worked it out. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. The old Nakajima Sports Center. 57. For the opener is Aoyagi getting the win in 6 minutes. A decent little matchup. 72, though, for Fuchi and Tanaka against Hideki Ozaki and Satoru Osaka. What a match. Didn't think I was going to do that well. But yeah, Fuchi and Tanaka are a decent little team for sure. That excellent chemistry boost. Doing pretty well. 75 here for Jericho and Candido against the Great Sasuke and Too Cold Scorpio. Another tough break there for Too Cold and Sasuke, but Jericho gets the Lion Tamer win over Too Cold Scorpio. And I mean, Jericho's getting better. He's getting better by the day. 85, yep. Figured that was going to be a good one, as Muta and Chono beat Furnace and Crawford. Muta lock from Kaishi Muto, as then afterwards, of course, we see what happens, and I can't fucking wait for that match. Because he's not only going to be Atsushi Nita, no, he's going to, of course, be the Great Nita, so that's, yeah, that's just, that's going to be a lot of fun to book, as Tiger Mask 3 versus Ogawa, or beats Ogawa, rather, in this 8-man. That got a 91. Jesus. I figured it was going to be good. I didn't know if it was going to be that good, though. Wow. So that's going to be a tough thing to follow. As Dean Malenko beats El Samurai in 20 minutes with the Cloverleaf. That gets an 80. 84 for Liger and Wild Pegasus as Liger with the Shooting Star Press on our main event. 84, yeah, nothing topped that 8-man. It's Taue. Beats Dr. Death with the Dynamic Bomb. Which would have win for Taue, though. First of all, with a 65. Dr. Death with an 89. Tough break for Doc, but just feel like for Kawada's first title defense, it against Taue, it's unique enough, and it's, the story's there. The Holy Demon Army, one of the best teams we have, one of the best teams in the world. The two partners colliding in the main event for the heavyweight title. Just a story that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, now we just got the final tour show, and we'll be ready to run the final show in itself, which, my god, that show just jumped up as far as, excitement levels for me, though, now with that Muta versus Nita matchup. Jesus Christ. Alrighty, the final tour show is, we do have a backstage incident for this night. Masato Tanaka was brought forward as court, rather, accused of not paying attention during a locker room meeting as the judge stands and found him guilty and sentenced by a crate of beer for the locker room. He's a damn young boy. Give him a break. But yeah, obviously the main event, we want to build a little bit to that Taue Kawada matchup, so it's going to be a Holy Demon Army, I guess, colliding here a little bit, as, yeah, we're going to have Kawada. I don't know, this is tough, because, I mean, yeah, we'll have Masato Tanaka, so it's a little bit more even. Maybe not so even. It's still going to be, it's still a Holy Demon Army matchup, but Taue is going to beat Masato Tanaka. I just don't want to have someone that's having a title match coming up lose. I don't feel comfortable with that. Okay, that was added, though. Yeah, it was 6-man. I'm glad we had, Dean and Wild Pegasus have singles matches then going into this show, as Satoru Sayama's going to beat Chris Jericho here. Just felt like having the third member, not as far as a trio person to have for Dean Malenko, Wild Pegasus. Jericho's not that far of a stretch. So it's going to be a 20-man matchup, and Satoru Sayama's going to get the win. Can-Am Express versus Riki Choshu and Shiro Kashinaka's. Crawford's going to get the win there. Too Cold Scorpio versus El Dandy, as this is going to be a nice win back for Too Cold Scorpio after losing to El Dandy. and they've been needing to win. But poor El Dandy, though, he could also use a win, if we're being honest. So I think we're back to TEW. Yeah, we definitely are. Oh, there we go. As let's see here. We will go with Brad Armstrong, because Brad Armstrong could use a win as well. Brad Armstrong going to get the win. TEW, which TEW is crazy, he's 20 years old, but yeah, we did this back in October. So we already have the Steelers show matchup, so we should be good to go as far as from that perspective. We might have Terry Funk and the Gladiator get a win over a team, though, just to kind of help them out a little bit. Don't know if we're going to do the connection. Might do Headhunters. Send a bad call. Might even go the Blonde Crushers. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. It's a little bit of a better matchup. As we'll have the Gladiator get the win over Johnny Ace to help us out a little bit. Nice. I do want to see a tag match of probably the Connection, Miracle Mine's Connection against Hase and Kinsuke Sasaki. Because this match should go well. Done this before, which Hase and Kinsuke Sasaki won back in July. Oh yeah, this was night 2 of, wow. I completely forgot we did this night 2. So yeah, the run it back as a rematch. I think this makes sense to do anyways, but, so we might have it just be the Alliance then. Yeah, that's just, probably be a little bit better. So when was the last time okay, so this was the Real World Tag League, which they won. We'll have, yeah, we'll have Albright get the win this time. Kinsuke Sasaki taking the fall. That's so fun. I completely forgot about that. That shows you sometimes you're just going so fast you can't even remember the shit that you've booked when you're going through a tour. Happens to the best of us, as, yeah, this would probably be, could honestly be the co-main. I think that's what we're going to have it be. Yeah, and, it's weird, because we're going to have Choshu and Kashinaka lose to the Can-Am Express, which I don't particularly love. We might have that just be Terry Gordy. Yeah, well, we might have that be Terry Gordy and Taz. So that makes a little bit more sense. And then we'll have Choshu beat Taz. There we go. I'm liking this a little bit better. And then we'll just have the Can-Am Express beat a team. We'll have them beat George Takano and Shunji Nakano. And then that will be the show. Just like that. So that's, I think this is going to be a decent little show. I thought about having Onita have a match, but I think just having him debut in that Extreme matchup, I think it's going to work out really well. Oh, man. Yeah, I think that Can-Am Express, Shunji Nakano, George Kano matchup, I think that just kind of works out for the best for everybody. Give it 16, though. Won't give it a full 20. The Furnace get the win. And that will do it for the tour. And we gotta cut something. So let's put this here. Yeah, probably put that there. Just change this. Perfect. Yeah, we could cut some time off this. Nailed it. Just gotta make sure we don't pick Kanto. Yeah, we are. I guess we can run Kanto because we know we'll sell out the Tokyo Dome. Like, we'll sell it out, no problem. So that's just yeah, wow. So I thought there was about to say there's a 5,000 seat gymnasium here in Kawasaki. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I guess we could also run that Yokohama Cultural Gymnasium as well if we wanted to. Huh. Yeah, I mean, we kind of have a lot of options. Lot of options. Definitely, I mean, we could run Corkin too, because it's Corkin. But I think this is good. Let's run it. 65 for the opener. Brad Armstrong getting the win with the side Russian leg sweep in 646. 63 for Too Cold Scorpio and El Dandy. The Scorpio Splash. It's a decent little matchup. It was pretty close. 59 56s. 80 for the Can-Am Express versus Shunji Takano and George Takano. And it's a German suplex win for Doug Furnace there. 65 for Taz and Terry Gordy and Shira Kashiraka and Ricky Choshu. Choshu with a 49. That is god awful with the chemistry boost. Oof. 77 though for the 6-man. Yeah, Jericho losing. That makes sense. Sayama getting the one with the headbutt. 20 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun match though. I'm excited for that junior tag match, or that junior title match between Dean and Liger, because that should be really, really good. Decent little matchup here as well as Terry Funk and the Gladiator against Candido and Johnny Ace. Has Awesome Bomb there. Awesome was off his game a little bit. Still, it's a 71. Not bad at all. 81 for Hase and Kensuke Sasaki against the American Bonds Alliance. As Gary Albright pinning Kensuke Sasaki with a belly-to-belly suplex. 78 there for Taue and Fuchi against Kawada. Masato Tanaka's Taue with a dynamic bomb on Tanaka. Yeah, I mean, that's an okay show. I think this, as a whole, the show had a lot more, like, kind of better matches compared to, like, a great main event, if that makes any sense. But that is what it is. Could be worse. Yeah, now on to the final show. I mean, what a first time double hell death match. How fun. So many title matches as well. Man, I can't wait. Alrighty, let's see how we do. Of course, FX, Nippon TV. That's crazy though. The last, this Kawada and Masawa match. Whoo boy, that is gonna be tough to beat. That Taue Kobashi match, the 99 as well. My God, Taue's gotten a couple of 99s like that. That's pretty crazy. It's Johnny Ace. Spot for Russell Court, who's being an hour late to pick up a signed travel partner as the judge, or as Stan Hansen. I don't know why I was thinking Tanahashi was the New Japan series on the brain. As Stan Hansen found him guilty and sentenced to pay for travel partners' meals for the next 3 shows. As Masato Fuchi wants to put over Kira. That would be nice. I mean, Tanahashi's almost about to debut. That'd be 99. That's when his match is happening. So he'd probably be. Oof, I think he joined the dojo out of high school, so he's probably like a sophomore in high school. It's probably like 16 at this point. That's pretty crazy. Maybe 15. But yeah, main event as Taue Kawada. Kawada's gonna win in 32 minutes in the tag team title matchup. Masawa, Tiger Mask 3. Now, mid-match, the crowd, they're getting behind Masawa and Tiger Mask 3. At one time, they just start chanting, Koji, Koji. So they're getting behind Kanemoto, not just because he's Tiger Mask, but because of the man himself, Koji Kanemoto. And, as far as, like Masawa, Tiger Mask 3, Koji Kanemoto goes over to his corner. Masawa unmasks him, takes off the mask, throws it at Steven Regal. The crowd goes nuts, and they go crazy. And so much so that he pins Regal afterwards. Though a freshly unmasked Tiger Mask 3, now Koji Kanemoto, afterwards, as far as from now on, he will be Koji Kanemoto. It's him and Masawa, in fact, do it, and they beat Norman Smiley and Steven Regal. What a run, though, for the British Combat Club. As far as, the tag team titles, as far as 336 days. Guess if you're kind of thinking about it, like in TEW terms, it has been an official year since, as far as they won it back on, at this Summer Action Series show in 1995. What a run. What a run. And, 6 defenses in a year. It's a pretty good stat for them. But their reign comes to an end. I think that's the perfect time for it, too. I think it's just perfect timing there. Then Liger and Dean Malenko for the junior heavyweight title. We have a new junior champion. The Liger is the junior champion again. What's it? He's been champion now twice. First two-time junior heavyweight champion. I think it's a good run, though, for Dean. 2 defenses, batted the belt for about 140 days. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Of course, the junior, or the Super Junior, Best Super Juniors is coming up, so there is that as well on the horizon now for Liger. Chono and Hashimoto for the All-Age Heavyweight title. Hashimoto's going to retain here. Just felt like Chono doesn't need to get this win just yet. Terry Funk and the Gladiator versus Hanson and Johnny Ace. As Hanson and Johnny Ace will win. Terry Funk's going to lose here to Stan Hansen, 26 minutes. Then we got the Muta Onita Double Hell Death Match. Love to see a 20-minute matchup. Muta will win. We have to make sure... Oh my god, they don't want to air it. Did not think of that. Damn. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Well, shit. Can we do the cage of death? Can we just do a barbed wire cage match? Damn. How about a barbed wire match? Alright. So I'm assuming that the content risk can only be average. So we got a cage. Do Hell in a Cell. See how that works. What the fuck? That's crazy. Nippon TV, get it together. So, 2 out of 3 falls match. A casket match. A higher risk match. That's kind of crazy. It's literally just a hardcore match. Just worded weird. And then a warehouse match. Which is just... That's kind of fun. That's a fun idea. It's kind of like a boiler room match. But, you know, in a warehouse. That kind of be fun. Crowd is not gonna like it, but... Well, I don't get my double L death match, but it is still a good little matchup, though. Hopefully there. As the Holy Demon Army of Black Tiger 2 and Yoshinari Aragawa losing to Ultimate Dragon Super Astro set for steal the show here, as Ultimate Dragon's going to beat Ogawa. 14 minutes in the Miracle Vines Alliance against the Fighting World Choshu, the 8-man tag, as Hase is going to beat Taz there. In 20 minutes, it's a big win for the Fighting World Choshu. Poor Miracle Vines Alliance, though, they just keep on losing in big situations, it seems like, as of late. Yeah, 80,000 people expected to be there. Selling out the Tokyo Dome. Let's run the show. 87 for the opener. Northern Lights suplex win for Hase over Taz. Nice win, though, for Hase. Doc with a 93. Choshu's getting a little bit better, but still not, great, obviously. He's at the other end of the scale as far as age-wise, so he's not going to do any better. But Taz, at least, is getting into the 60s, finally. Took long enough. I figured this match was going to get hit by not having enough time, but it was a decent little matchup, though, still. As Ultimate Dragon pinning Yoshinari Aragawa with the Dragon Sleeper, as Ultimate Dragon Super Astro make their 5th defense of the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Got the crowd buzzing, though, in this matchup. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Cooled the crowd a little. Thought about having that be a Steal the Show match, but it is what it is. It sucks because that match, it's a fun match. But it is what it is. 90, though, for Terry Funk and the Gladiator against Stan Hansen and Johnny Ace. So that's their second defense of the All-Asia Tag Team titles. 85 for Chono and Hashimoto, as Hashimoto with the Jumping Spike DT, his first defense of the All-Asia Heavyweight title. 99 for Dean Malenko and Jushin Liger. So Liger wins the Junior Heavyweight title. Again, 2-time reign for that man, but Malenko did outperform him. That's a little match, though. 99, we'll gladly take that. 98. I mean, at least Masao outperformed one of them, but that team's going to be, impossible. That's one of the best teams we'll ever put together. Phenomenal match. I think a phenomenal moment, too, and really going to have Koji Kanemoto take that to the next level, hopefully. So that should be fun. And a 99 for our main event, as Kawada beating TEW. Another 99 main event for TEW. Jesus Christ, what a show. As that's his first defense. 97 for the show rating. I mean, I can't believe we couldn't gain one pop in one of the American regions due to the limited number of reviews. Man, that's funny because that Muta Onita match obviously was going to suck, and I forgot to change him to the Great Nita. So there is that. So that's fun. Man. Unfortunate, but besides that, obviously the show was going to do very well, and it did. All the major matches that they delivered that we needed to. It's just unfortunate that we kind of have to have a match that's going to be in the 80s because we have to have a Steal the Show match, and then, I was fucking off with this match. But if this was just a regular match, it would have obviously been pretty good as well. Tough break. But yeah, I mean, we're going to give love to Kawada there. We're going to give love to Dean Malenko, and probably, I think it was either Norman or Regal. I forget which one. One of them did a 99. I might just do Masawa. I don't know. Yeah, Masawa's probably going to be the guy to be praised. But what a show. What a show. So thank you all for watching. I will say this. So when you're seeing this on Saturday, I'm not going to be home. I will be hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully, having the best weekend of my life. We'll see how that goes. Very excited for it. I leave for that extravaganza on Friday. So that should be fun. I'll probably be back by Monday. But we're going to try to get everything recorded. Because this is Thursday now as I'm recording this. So at least I know that we'll get up to Saturday recorded, which is nice. And I want to try to get as much recorded as possible for when I come back. I don't have to rush into recording, but it should be pretty simple, though. We just got the Continent King FM series, and then also have, for Monday, obviously, the WMA 5 series. So those two things should be pretty simple to record, and hopefully we'll be squared away. But thank you all for watching. Hell of a show. It's going to be tough to follow. This is the best Super Juniors, though, coming up. So that's super exciting. Hopefully everything goes well with that tournament. And we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.